Alright, hello everybody, Caden here once again with more Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we're doing a little bit more work on what we started last time, which is this whole mess down here with the whatchamacallit, bug house. Yeah, because we were gonna do the aquarium area, and if I get my food, I think I've got kind of a better idea of what we're actually going to do with all this, and hopefully it looks mostly decent. That's basically all we can hope for, is that we get a decent looking little base. But anyway, fix something there. All right, I was trying to think yesterday about what I could do here, and I am thinking I like the round idea. I really do. Even though it's now going to add in, what is that? Would it be 1, 2, 3? Well, 2 extra tanks that we have to figure out what to put stuff in, but I think that's probably fine in the long run. Speaking of which, did we actually go and get everything out of the cultivators? I genuinely cannot remember what we did, so I'm gonna hop back over there real quick and we can see what we get. But yeah, today hopefully we'll get a little bit more progress done. I'd like to at least make the room look more complete, and then we can go from there. I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I am like, I should just make it the same like style of room as the this is not the building I meant to go into. This is the building I go to. Make it the same kind of like decor as the other building, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. We will certainly see. Okay, yeah, I did. Actually, I'm just gonna bring down Loncodamus, Megalograptus. Don't need the Mega Near Egg, Nautilus. That, and is there anything else? I don't think so. Okay, we'll just take all these with us now, and then we can throw them down here as we get to building. Oh, I didn't pick up any glass. Let me see how much of that we have left. Not a tremendous amount. I will take that because that should be kind of cool looking. And then, oh, we got glass panes. Oh, but that doesn't work because what is the thing? Oh, yeah, glass panes aren't going to be super helpful when we're making aquariums for the most part. We'll see. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. Who knows? That's the hope, at least, that we can get some stuff. Okay, while that's all cooking up, I'm going to head back down and we can get to work on making the area look a little cool, and at least getting an actual like interior started, since right now it's just a whole lot of dirt and it looks pretty poor. But you know, we'll fix all that up and it will all look super duper nice, hopefully. At least that's the hope. I think it should, though. I mean, we've been making some good progress on this. Okay, and then we chuck all the eggs, and we can chuck the buckets up here too with all of our little creatures. Any plans for a new zoo? Not right now. Might eventually. I just haven't had a lot of time to sit down and look at much for that kind of stuff yet. I probably will eventually. I just still pretty busy with a lot of other stuff at the moment. All right, so we might just even do like this. The original plan wasn't to do that. I think that might just be what we have to do. So throw those there. And why do I keep taking the shears? Let me see. Shovel. There we go. Shears there. Hello. Apparently it's update added Post-Asuchus and anything else? Post-Asuchus and some new blocks. And we already have the Post-Asuchus already. Or we hatched one at least. It's currently chilling in the like what did we call it? Like the holding pen area we built for where we originally kept our Psittacosaurs. So they're currently chilling, or it's currently chilling in there, but it does look super duper cool. It's a very cool little guy. Quite big. Well, quite big. It's more of a medium-sized creature. It's not terribly large, but I am okay with that. As I think I've even mentioned before, like, I do love that we get a whole lot of really, really big, cool creatures in the mod, but I can absolutely enjoy some smaller, medium-sized creatures being added. Enclosures with dinosaurs do I have? We have Stegos, Ceratosaurs, a bunch of Ceratopsids. Very, very cool. I'll take a look at more of that in a bit. But anyway, alright, let me think here. I'm not going to need as much terracotta as I was thinking I would. Right, because it's, okay, yeah, it's aquariums. Okay, actually, one thing we should do is figure out what was the... Is it this? It looks like it's this. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I should make sure the time-lapse mod is working. Alright, but let's quickly just kind of go here real quick. Clean all this up. And start getting some pillars placed down. Get the walls looking all good and correct for the build. Go. That's stairs right there. And realistically, we can get rid of this too. Just for right now, at least. Aerial exhibit for the Sarco enclosure. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do Sarcosuchus. I will eventually get to it, don't worry. I think right now, though, Sarco is not the highest priority creature for me. I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I think I've got an area, or there are areas people have been heavily suggesting we use for Sarcosuchus, so I will probably take a look through those, and use whichever one I think ends up being the best looking. What we do. Alright, so like that. And then we place some more green terracotta here. And we might even, thinking, oops. Let's see, let's clear that out. What I'm thinking we're going to do here at least is, if I can get that. All right. Putting like some sort of bench or something in these little inlets. I do kind of like that it's kind of going in though. I don't know. Do I just push these in one more block? I could easily do that. And maybe that looks a little better. We'll see. If I did that though, what issue do we have? Does make it maybe a little bit harder to have planters here potentially. But I think that's also okay. Let's do like this. Just kind of throw those in. And then let's say we did that, like that. All right, I'm going to sleep real fast. Hey, everyone. Welcome. Ariel is the living cousin of the Sarco. What's the exhibit? Who's this exhibit going to be? This is going to be, I think the way I'm plotting it is, oh, because one of these I was maybe going to expand a little further back. So I think Diplocalus, Crassigyrinus, Megalograptus, something like that. And then we have some corner tanks here. So it actually could even just be like Diplocalus, Megalograptus here, Crassigyrinus, Nautilus, and nothing necessarily in one of these. I haven't figured out what the final tank will be, and people were suggesting last time we used the center tank for all of the trilobites, to give them kind of a cool little area to live. So, alright, okay, I'm actually going to get rid of these little indented corners, at least over here for right now. Just until I have a slightly better idea of what we're going to do over there. But what I do know is I'll have like that. that. It does present one slight issue with corner tanks of just, they wouldn't be very big. The Dinosaurs, the one already done? We could do Tiktaalik. The thing is, I kind of want to keep the Tiktaalik over here. I know I keep mentioning I want to change some bits of how their enclosure works, but I don't really want to, like, completely move them from over there at least not right now. We'll see. Maybe I'll completely change my mind in, like, 5 minutes, but who knows. At least right now, I think they'll stay where they currently are. Let's see. Okay. Kind of like this, and then... Actually, maybe we just... maybe we even just shrink this down a little bit. We could just do 2 blocks, I guess. And then the pillar. That might work a little better. Alright. Let's see, because then that at least kind of keeps some parity between them. We'll just do like that for right now, just to... Wait. Oh, did I make this enclosure larger? So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks. This one's only 7. Okay. Means this one would actually be more lined up with pillar being there. Okay. Did I make this one slightly larger because this was going to be the Crassigeranus? Was that the game plan? That might have been. Or the other just as likely thing, I messed up my math at some point, and why this one is like this. Okay, wait. Yeah, so this pillar should be there. And then, okay, yeah, no, it just needed to be there. Okay, so I gotta rebuild what I just destroyed, but that's fine. That is a-okay. As long as we end up with a pretty good overall build, I'm fine tearing it down a couple times if necessary. Right, and grab that, and boom. Okay. Leave it empty till more animals are added. That's what I might do. I might still throw something temporary in there, just like oh, this is what it's gonna be in this exhibit until we get whatever animal is next. Whatever new potential aquatic animal we could get. Can I move this 1 block further out? Or is this like a... no. Okay, we can't really move it further back. At least not this direction. That direction we definitely can. If I did like this... How big is that enclosure? Is that... Wait, okay. I think that's a little smaller than the original Diplocalus enclosure would have been, but not much smaller, in all honesty. Have you ever thought about trying out Jurassic World Evolution 3? I have played a little bit of it before. Not bad. I enjoyed it. Or I've been enjoying it. I just haven't had a lot of time to, or I haven't felt like messing around with it much recently. Prehistoric Kingdom, I have played that in the past as well. That's also a pretty good game. Yeah, I haven't touched that one as much as of late either, just due to being busy. But that is also a pretty good game. I have enjoyed playing that in the past. If I were to do more videos on it, though, I would, well, A, you just sit down and record one, but B, I'd need to kind of remember how to play it, because I haven't played that in a very long time. Let's see. So if I do... oh, but then I have to expand all of it. Okay. It's better just to leave it. Okay. Oh, middle enclosure. Someone asked what was in this. There is a Meganura, I think. Maybe two? I don't know how many are left at this point. Did they disappear? Which I think is them, like, bugging out and glitching through blocks. But I'm honestly not sure. Alright. So we can just kind of, like, bring this like that. Do like this. Okay. And then we can ignore these because we're gonna... Oh, wait, actually, I can tell exactly how big the exhibit was. 5 by 4 for both? Really? Is that how big they were? Were they only 5 by 4? That's not very big. Wait, so then if that was 5 by 4, this is 7 by 4. So that's an extra... Oh. Oh, wait, so actually, yeah. This is the original size of the enclosures. Which for Diplocalus is actually kind of fine, because Diplocalus is, small. Honestly, if I start thinking about Diplocalus, though, I'm trying to think. The problem I've had with them is their exhibit needs really to keep them, like, up here in this little area, because otherwise you will never see them again, because they're so small, and they like to hide in a corner and not move. They're very, very flighty little guys. Whereas, if I fix this, so this is back where it should be, I think we can probably push... If I make this the Crassigiranus, we can push this way further back and just kind of give them a bit more space, because they're significantly bigger. So that would probably be fun. Okay, anyway. 4, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh, we're out. Okay, we'll go make some more of these. Where is it? There we go. Should do an Africa area, maybe Spinosaurus, Suchomimus, and Carcharodontosaurus. I would. The problem with that is I only have a Spinosaur. That's the only one of those that's actually in the mod. Well, I think Sarcosuchus is from that same area. I could be completely wrong on that, but I feel like I remember it being from that area. So if it is, I guess I could throw something like that in. But yeah, an African area would be really cool. I just don't know if I have all the animals I need for it. Alright, whoops. That's annoying. I think I actually just need to go rip out the roof real fast so I can build a bit easier in this area. So, oh, come on. Wow. Alright, so we'll quickly just drop some of this material back in the boxes, and then we're gonna run up to the roof real fast, and we will quickly demolish it. So, up we go. Let's get some stuff done. Alright. How am I gonna deal with the dinosaur disappearing thing? No clue. I've never really had a solution for it because it's just weirdness with their hitboxes. It's not really a me thing, it's a them thing. At least so far that's how I understand it to be, is that it's not a problem with me, it's a problem with how their hitboxes work and them occasionally breaking through, or not breaking through, but like phasing between blocks. The one advantage is it's like the only creature I know it's happening for, because it used to be a lot of animals that had that problem, and it was quite tragic because... Oh wait, this is modded. Okay, yeah, so I can break it with the normal pickaxe. Oh, and those are slabs as well. Okay. And those also work. Perfect. But yeah, we'll quickly rip this all out so we can work around it more effectively. You could also do Asia area with Therizinosaurus, Utyrannus, and Mamenchisaurus. Again, only have one of those, and that would be the Therizinosaurus. At least if you're talking about this mod. If it's Jurassic World Evolution, then yeah, I think all those animals are in it, the mod or the game. But yeah, no, in this mod I only have which one was it? Therizinosaurus, which is really cool. I really like those guys, and honestly, I know I did Therizinosaurus pretty early on. I think in my last park I did, but yeah, I don't even think I've thought about an enclosure for them yet. I haven't really done a whole lot of Cretaceous animals. Well, actually, I say that. I've probably done more Cretaceous animals at this point than I have any other group. Because I did like the whole Ceratopsid area already. Alright, we'll replace all this later when we come back to do the roof. The new roof. Or this whole area. Alright. Let's get all of stuff. We can leave this wall area together because that's going to stay. It's just all this that needs to go while I rebuild it. To fit the new enclosures. Or new enclosures, really, that's what it is. Because why have 2 aquariums when I can have way more? And make it a cool little extra addition thing. Alright, I need to look at chat. So bad at that. Alright, that's what it is, an axe. An axe is what you use to break wooden objects in the game. You'd think I would remember that. Alright. Well, that didn't work great, but we've got all that taken care of now, so we'll just quickly pick up everything so I can reuse these materials. Since, well, yeah, actually, all the sandstone will be useful because I will need that for exterior stuff that's going with this. Alright. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Okay, so I'll go chuck this in the chests. There we go. Alright, we'll take this back out then. And actually, I'll take some andesite stuff as well. That might be kind of nice to have. Anything in here that I want? Not yet. Okay, so let's head back in here. And actually, I want dirt. I forgot to grab dirt. Dirt is always important because I want to start here in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I think maybe like this height could be good. Ugh, not the hiccups. Last thing I need is the hiccups. All right. Actually, I guess we can just kind of wait. So that would be what, like 1 block above? If we're gonna raise most of this terrain anyway, we could potentially do this, and then just kind of. That could work for our like skylight type thing. Changing the shape of an enclosure a bit? No, I think things are looking good. Ooh, there we go. Add some leaves? I mean, I will add leaves when I have an exhibit to add leaves to. We got to get to the point where we actually add those in first. All right, so we can do like this. And that brings us up to this area here. And then what we could do is, I guess, yeah, we could even just do like this. And dig out a little bit. And I'll need a couple more slabs, but just trying to, I guess, get all this to match up a little bit. All right, so then it would be like, okay. I'm gonna pause that real fast while I run back to go grab some more andesite slabs, I think from the storage room, because I don't think we had any more in the chest. And then, actually, we'll just chuck a bunch of stuff in there so we can bring more materials back with us. Will I do Jurassic Reborn again? No. No. I don't enjoy that mod. I really don't. Which is nothing against the people who make it. It's just not a fun mod to build with. Because A, I would never do it in survival mode, because quite honestly, in creative mode, it's already kind of a miserable experience building with that mod, because everything is absolutely gigantic. Like, every animal is absolutely massive, and they're not very fun to build things for. Which is a shame. There's a lot of really cool stuff in that mod. It's just not very interesting to work with, because everything's just you have to do so much to get any sort of exhibit off the ground. And the other thing with survival, I mean, maybe it's changed since I last played it, but the process of getting a dinosaur is so long, complicated, and uninteresting that I'm like, nope. I like fossils and archaeology because fossils and archaeology is, for the most part, very simple. It's rather easy to figure out what you're doing. All right, seeing this and keep going. All right, but yeah, I like my simple dinosaur mods where it's like, oh, you build one block and that block will allow you to make all the dinosaurs you ever want. All right, so we can do like this. And what I'm thinking then actually would be to do something like this, except we cut out that one there. And I know we've got the like stone bricks that we've been doing for most of this, but I kind of want to change that out. I forgot to bring wood so I could actually make a crafting table for over here. For some reason, I don't have a crafting table with me. But I did not think about that. Okay, wait, so that would be how many blocks between these two? 3. So, what would that be? That could be a stair, slab, slab? Stair, slab, slab? Does that work? I might need to raise that up again. But I want to do a little bit of a dome. Or not a dome necessarily, I guess, but like an arched roof, because I think that would be kind of cool. Just to give it a little bit more vertical space, because I don't know, it's just kind of speaking to me as a place that would benefit from vertical space. Wait, I do have wood in here. I forgot. I brought a whole bunch of dark oak wood, didn't I? Which chest did I throw it in? There we go, dark oak. Chest, crafting table. There we go. I remember things, maybe. I don't know. Okay, we'll just do that, and we'll craft up a few more. Okay. I'll probably need more, but, you know. I don't want to create a whole bunch of extra slabs that I don't need. Perfect. Actually, that was the perfect amount. Okay. Hey, maybe don't use the Neuras. Like, if that's the only dino with that problem, simply don't use it. Oh, I'm gonna still use them. I mean, I want Mega Neura. Even if they bug out a little bit, I'm kind of fine with that. Like, I'm gonna edit their enclosure eventually as well, so it hopefully causes fewer problems, but we'll see. It'd be a shame not to have them in, just because they occasionally don't work. Plus, they've had issues with that for literal years at this point. So it doesn't really bother me that much. But if you build a park and you don't want buggy dinosaurs, then yeah. Or buggy dinosaurs, buggy animals, yeah, you could skip Mega Neura. I just want to keep them, because they're cool. I like big bugs. Big ol' bugs. Alright. Favorite animal, or favorite dinosaur, I don't know. It changes a lot. There's a lot of really cool ones. I don't know if I have a favorite one in particular, necessarily. I just like a lot of dinosaurs. Stegos are pretty cool. As are basically every animal, really. I just like dinosaurs. They're cool. They're just cool. Just saying to fix the Neura problem. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Again, I think it's just a hitbox issue. So I don't know if that's something I can fix. I think that'd be something the fossils team has to fix. And it could just be that it's just part of having an animal that small. That small plus flying means that their hitboxes do weird things. But it's fine for the most part. Wait, where did I craft more stone bricks? Oh, because I needed to replace that one and I didn't realize my inventory was full of them. Good job, man. Good job, Caden. Okay. Well, we're gotten a lot close, or a lot farther along than I was expecting to be at this point, so that's awesome. Oh, I do want more andesite slabs, because I think I want to use them. We'll just do another 12. That's probably... Yeah, that's probably enough. We could kind of do like this, because I kind of want to use this space back here to make a little bit of a plant area. So actually fill this in with dirt, I guess, on both sides. Then we can build a proper wall behind it. So like that. Yeah, and then we can put some prehistoric plants in there. That should be kind of cool. Oops, that's not the right spot. Make this. Are there Gigantoraptor or Tarbosaurus? Nope. There are T-Rexes, but I am not adding a T-Rex in anytime soon. I can tell you that for sure. They're a bit too big for what at least the resources and space I have right now. You know, we probably need to actually just kind of here real quick and make these one taller, or like that. Okay. Oh, that is a block that can be seen, so that has to stay. That's terracotta. Yep. Okay, because it can be seen right there. Okay, and then what we could even do, really, is we do that. Well, there is actually space. There's actually space for it. So I'm kind of tempted to just do like this, just to get a little bit of that green light in when we have the shaders on, like right above the plants. We have to integrate it better, obviously, but it could be kind of cool. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what it looks like. But all right, deep slate time. Polish deep slate slabs, stairs. So we can do that. Some more, and then stairs. Okay, that is not going to be enough stairs, but we can go back and get some more later. All right, so if we... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Come on. Okay, actually, I probably just need to go up top and build this, because building it from down below is probably going to be annoying. All right, so stairs. All right. And I might end up changing how this works, because I don't really build, I guess, domed roofs all that often. So this could turn out poorly. But we gotta, you know, we at least have to try. See if we can get it to work. Oops, I knew it. I knew I wasn't gonna have enough. All right. Okay, we gotta bulldoze a little bit more of this. So, yep, like that. Right, and we'll fix all that when we start working on the top side half of it and all the stuff with that. Did I have any more deep slate? I did have a little bit more. Okay. I really just need to make more of the, or get more deep slate in general, because I like using it a lot. It's a really cool block, so I tend to go through it pretty quickly. All right. And because there's a lot more like blocks like directly above, that should be fine. Okay. So like that. Okay. We got the stairs in, and then we can run back out here. And oh wait, there's, yeah, I made a way inside the building to get up and out. Okay. I don't know why I didn't use that, but whatever. All right, so back up here, we'll get a bit of dirt, this, and I guess like that. Maybe we, I guess we'll have to see. Okay. We'll put it all this down first, and then we can edit the shape as we need to. Then just kind of come along here. Now I've got to take all of that out. Okay. We'll come back. Well, yeah, I guess we'll just have to work a little bit from below. Except it's a bit too high up to easily do that. We'll do our best. Okay. Nope, not what I wanted. Oh, but that works out mostly okay. That is not... Okay, come on. You know what? It'll just be easier if I'm not jumping to try and place blocks. Alright, so like this, and then... Okay. So if I were to remove the corner ones, right? Not that one. There we go. Like these. Then we put it up one more. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. We'll have to move this ring up as well, just because now it's a little bit too low for what I want. But that'll be fine. And we can maybe... not shrink it, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, at least it does allow me to easily do this. Should be helpful. Alright. So like this. Bing bada boom. There we go. Okay. And we'll take a look at it from below real quick, just to see what we're working with. Alright, alright. Yeah. I rather like that. I think that gives the whole room kind of a cool look. That it's I don't know. I just really like that. Okay, the entrance is a bit too wide now, though, I think. Yeah, we need to push these in a little bit. That actually shouldn't be terribly hard to do, but I'm not going to do that right this second. Okay, so is that fine? I think that's okay. We'll head back up. Do I have the glass? Not enough, not enough. So we'll quickly just go take a look at this and top side, and we'll see if that works or if this needs to be changed. I guess we can see how it looks with the glass going down like that. And if it looks fine, we'll keep it, but... Nah. No, we need to make the glass go back up above the block. Yeah, okay, so we gotta move the andesite up a little. But that's not too hard to do. Just quickly break all this. And then go from there. And actually, maybe not that one, but oh, perfect. It works like that. Okay. 3. And we're too short. Okay. Often a problem. So we can quickly run back over here. Let's do that, and then we'll make the rest into those. Okay, and then bed is right there, so we'll sleep and keep going. It is looking cool on the mini-map. I feel like if we quickly zoom up to the mini-map, this is looking kind of cool. Which I feel like also kind of makes that look a bit less out of nowhere-y. It fits in a little bit better because now there's like, oh, there are other weird little domes we've got coming up out of the ground, I guess. All right, so we'll kind of do like this. Oh, I was gonna say, I forgot, that's not in this version. Because I was playing somewhat recently a little bit more of like some of the newer updates. Oh yeah, that'll be cool. We'll put some foliage around it as well, so it kind of feels a bit more like integrated in with stuff. But actually, what we can do here is video settings, shaders, and see how this looks with some shaders on. If it'll activate. Oh no. This is how I end up crashing my game. Nope. No, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Let's see, like... I think the sun's just a little too low, but it should be coming up soon. But okay, I mean, with the shaders on, yeah, we'll get kind of this effect here, where it casts that beautiful, like, greenish glow around, which is really, really cool for a lot of these exhibits, is that green glow you get from these skylights. Yeah, that's gonna look really, really cool. That is absolutely gonna look awesome. Okay, let me quickly... Oh, I just realized I should probably pause the time lapse while I'm doing shaders. I didn't even think of that. All right. And then we can resume it. Okay, so we've got the skylight in now, and that's looking pretty cool. So what do we need next? We need to actually start just, I guess, working on the exhibits themselves. So, Diplocalis, or this one first, I guess, because this is kind of the closest one. I'll probably need to head back up topside eventually, but that's fine for right now. Okay, so glass will go there. So we just kind of want to start with a base layer of green terracotta, which is also why I need to think about like which one is which, because not every exhibit needs the terracotta. But I think this will probably end up being the Crassage Uranus, so we'll just kind of quickly come through and take this wall out. Don't need to take out the bottom block, though, because they will be slightly elevated enclosures, because that allows for slightly better viewing for the most part, I think. All right, so since this is another mangrovey kind of creature, we will bring the terracotta through. Okay. Rabacosaurus. Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. Alright, so we got that. And now I'm gonna discover how few of my texturing blocks I really have. Ooh. I am already getting a sense this is not going to be enough of any of this. Okay, wait, so how did the gradient go? It's green terracotta, then green concrete, and green wool, then lime terracotta, then green concrete powder. Okay. It is only 2 exhibits, so it shouldn't be that difficult, one would hope. To have enough of this to fully texture it out. But, you never know. Alright, well, we'll kind of fill that in. And then we do, like, a little bit less green concrete. And you know what? You know what? We can just kind of fill this in with dirt for right this second, because I don't need to worry as much about, like, the other stuff just yet. And we'll place the torch back down. Okay, so green concrete, and then it would be green wool. And then we can even do some lime terracotta as well, since I am running out of green concrete. Okay. And then because we also need it to go above the water line, like this. And we can do those and some wool as well. Okay, and that gives us our kind of like fake, like paint, like our faux background. If you're gonna make your own Dino Zoo in Minecraft, any tips? Find a mod you really like, and go from there. That's about all the tips I have, though. I've built a lot of these, and honestly, I don't know. Just start with the animals you enjoy the most, and go from there. Build what animals you enjoy, and yeah, that's all I can say. I feel like I should have more like, oh, like here's some tips and tricks on how to build, but like, I don't really feel like I have too many of those. I just kind of slap blocks down all over the place, and occasionally it turns into a nice little exhibit. Oh, I keep forgetting, I don't need this here. Okay. We do need a little bit of... We need a dirt staircase again. I shouldn't have gotten rid of the one I had. Okay, so this is where the roof is, so... What we do need is, like, that. And that, well, we shouldn't have one solid wall. We should, like the green concrete. And then like that. And then we can even just throw that little thing right there. Okay. What we now have is our faux backgrounds. Which I only do because, I don't know, I feel like it makes these little aquarium exhibits a lot cooler if they've they got, you know, like zoos do. It's got that little illusion of depth to it. That like, ooh, there could be something way further behind this, or like an actual environment, even though, you know, of course there isn't. It's my shovel. Okay. With that being said, this whole line right here is going to end up being a block. And I should have paid more attention to what I used on the actual enclosure, because I don't know now. And I'm not really sure what I want then for this. But I guess we'll just kind of try some stuff. I mean, I could go for the traditional one I like to use, which is doing the stairs, and then the glass goes on top of the stairs. Then we could even do like that. That's not terrible in all honesty. This may not be a sturdy enough thing though. Maybe we do just go for a full block. Maybe I just honestly continue on with this block here. This little like stone brick thing. We'll kind of chuck this in here real quick. Pillar stone. And we could bring that along the bottom. Might actually just be fine, in all honesty. I am going to run out of dark green terracotta, which is a slight problem for me, but... Oh, that means I'll have to go get more clay. I have to get more clay. Ooh. What dino does she make an entrance closer from for these three? I don't know. Whichever one you think would be the most fun to put there. That is basically all the advice I usually give with exhibits. Just do whatever seems like it'd be the most interesting to build, because if you don't do that, you're gonna end up building a lot of things you're not that interested in. Okay, if I do it like that, if I inlay it, the advantage is it feels a bit more connected to these. Disadvantage is you do get these weird little things here, the pillars, but maybe that's fine? Maybe does that work? Does that kind of work? I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. That isn't something I could do with stairs, though. That's for sure. Stairs would be a bit difficult with that. I'm gonna put Megalodon in the aquarium. Not this one. Not this one in the slightest. This one is going to stay very far away from any sort of Megalodon. Because that was not the intention, at least for this build. This build is just a mini aquarium. It's just here to hold some small creatures, and we'll kind of just run it from there. We'll see what works. All right, I'm gonna get water real quick so we can refill. No, not refill the enclosures just yet, but douse the lava over here. Oh. Oops. It's just one block. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was one block or not. We'll just actually pick it. Is that the first time I've... Wow, I didn't realize that was the first time I picked up lava. That's kind of hilarious. You know, wait. Did I already... I already did that, didn't I? Okay, yeah, I don't think I realized just how out of blocks I was. At least for the green blocks, the green decorative blocks I've been using. I might actually just quickly go up to my... Pause that real fast. We'll head up to the storage room real quick and just see if there are any green blocks of any kind left. I mean, I know I have leaves, but I mean, like... Do we have, what would it be called? Like, green wool, even. Or green concrete. I kind of doubt it, because I don't think I've made any new stuff since I originally worked on the, bug house? Which we should change the name for. I forget, what were people were suggesting something last time. I think it was like the Paleozoic house or something like that. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. Okay, wait. So there's that. Wool. Okay, I've got more green wool. Where is concrete? Gray concrete, white concrete. Okay, but nothing like that. Okay. I guess we can check over here real quick. Oh, not what I meant to do. That's fine though. No, okay. Oh, I should actually quickly, I guess while I'm over here, just go grab some plants. Because I have some prehistoric plants that should be up in the botany lab. So we can go quickly run up here. And grab. Okay, Cyathea, I think, is one. So is Mundigo one? Tempskaya saplings, that's one we want. Alamites. Don't have space for that. What would look cool in our little area? Okay, they're not real plants. But honestly, I would not mind throwing that there. Dipteris, I guess Dipteris. I always use Dipteris, but Dipteris is really cool. Oh, these are nether plants. Oh, they're really cool. I forgot how cool the nether plants are. I feel like in my head, this whole area, this whole lab looked a lot cooler. Okay. And then it currently does. I need to work on the lab at some point. Not today. Today is just for building. Also, Dipteris is this little plant here, which I have basically spammed into every decorative build I've done now because I know it's meant to be a prehistoric plant, but oh my goodness, it is so nice to have. It's like, well, ironically, I guess, again, having played a little bit more modern Minecraft lately, the new firefly bushes and the new, I guess, is it just a bush block? Or the shrub block? I forget what it's called. But, like, new plants being added to the game are always just something I adore, because they make decorating so much easier. They really do. They just make it so much easier to decorate. Okay, so we got that. So we can resume our recording real quick, and I'm going to place a dirt block here. Take this. And so we can harvest a little bit of our terracotta back. What we're going to do here is... Okay, I just want to make sure I've grabbed it all. Very simply, this. We'll just replace some of the terracotta with wool. And I know it's wool, but at the same time, it works so well for this because, at least to me, it looks like it's kind of got a mossy look to it. I know there are actual moss blocks I could be using for this as well, but I like using wool for some reason. I think it's just because compared to the moss block, it's got a slightly more vibrant texture. So it looks more swampy and overgrown than the normal moss does. Okay, that all works. What's in those enclosures outside? The one next to the aquarium? You mean these guys? That's a Dilophosaurus, and that's a Ceratosaurus. And there's Dimetrodon over there. Okay. But anyway, getting back in here. Oh, I need to get... Actually, do I have those? I should, because... Yeah, okay. Got 35 of them. I kind of just want to fill this in while it's raining, because the rain is starting to annoy me a little. Okay. And we can just kind of do this to, at least for the time being, to fill it in. Okay, it's fine. I'll get more later. There we go. Okay, so then the plan would be to... I don't know if Temp Sky is going to fit necessarily, but what we could try is like this. Do a Zamites in the middle, Dipterus, 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 something like that. Yeah, just kind of like a little, just a little planted section. I don't know why, but I really, really like doing these. Okay. Do those two. Yeah, like that. They're not, like, ultra fancy, and honestly, we could also enhance those by taking some oak leaves. And just kind of, like, slapping one or two at the top here. Just once again to kind of aid with that overgrown look. Yeah, kind of like this. Just makes it a little bit more vibrant, I guess. I don't know. I know good with words. Words no good. Okay, so, oh my gosh, this is already looking so much nicer. Ah, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I am genuinely so happy with how this is looking. It's just so cool. So cool. Okay, so there are some things we gotta figure out, though, that are gonna be a little complicated. One is, I wanted to do a touch pool here. How I do that, though, is complicated, because we gotta figure out a way that makes it... Oh, change color. Oh, that is so cool. Did not know that. I love that. That is actually just... I don't know why, but that makes me very happy for some reason. Oh, yeah, okay. The next thing we gotta do is chuck, like, literally all of this in the chest. And then we need to take out this. We need to take out... What else? So plant. We'll take the Dipterus as well. We'll take some dirt. We'll take some gravel. The rough dirt, the rocky dirt, these. Venetalites, low lichen, take that. All right, take some cobble, some more azalea leaves, drip leaf. I would like to include the spore blossom if I could, and we'll take the azaleas and some pointed dripstone. We could also take that as well. Okay, so. Oh, and I should take walls. I need walls. I need cobblestone walls. Which I saw in this chest here. Oh, that's a stone brick wall. Cobblestone wall. That's what we want. So, we'll start with this one, because, I don't know. This is just the one we're going to start with. We're going to place some of this kind of around, and we're going to quickly, before it causes me problems, get rid of all the grass blocks, because grass blocks will become a problem later. So we want to do that, and then we can just do like regular dirt kind of around the back here, so I know what's what. Okay, and then we don't want that there because that'll touch the glass. So then it's just very similar. Okay. Dirt, rocky dirt. No, we shouldn't do it up top. So, yeah, I guess we can just kind of, like, do this, really. Okay, if we did that, what we get then is kind of, if we get the framing blocks real fast. Oh, that's the whole reason I was working on that one thing, because I was trying to get blocks, so I had materials for the exhibit. That's right. Ah, the things you remember occasionally when doing the same, like, thing you've been doing for literal years. Alright, but, like that. Okay, so, we've now kind of got a little base area here, and I might even just kind of stick a few extra dirt blocks back there, which, did I see more spruce slabs? I think I did. Temp Skyo log. I'm actually going to take that as well. Let me see. Oh, we want that. Sure. And we want that. Okay, we can just take those then. Oh, I have a whole lot more. Okay, actually. No, that's actually fine. These are fine. These are good. Okay, so. We'll throw a few of these in like that, just to kind of smooth the terrain out a tiny bit. And then what we'll do, because this exhibit's going to be a little bit different than some of the other ones we're going to work on, just for the simple fact it's going to be the shallowest of the enclosures, aside from, I guess, the trilobites. The trilobites will be more shallow, just purely because, well, we're doing like a touch pool. But for these guys, at least, the water's really only going to be 1 deep, because as I've discovered, they only hang out really in 1 deep water. So we'll do like this, that, so it's kind of got a cool look to it, and then maybe we even just replace that like this. And then even do the same there in the corner. And then oh, that takes up too much water space, but what could do is just that. So that's a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 10 water blocks then, which I don't think is enough for how many of these I would like to throw in here. So what we should do is we should remove this and then take these two, and then we can just move the fallen log back like that. And that's fine, because what we could then do would be something like this, or actually no, we'll just do one. We'll do one there, and then I want to save this for the other swamp enclosure, but that should be okay. And then we'll kind of throw some glow lichen on there. Okay, that does hurt. I'm scared. I would like to put some pointed dripstone in, because I think that would be cool, but I don't want the animals accidentally impaling themselves. That would be really, really sad. Okay. So I guess, well, we're unsure about how they're going to react to that. Do, like, this. It's not like the most complicated of enclosures, but it's not really, it doesn't really need to be. Because this one is just kind of, again, it's going to be a shallow exhibit. It's a shallow water enclosure, so it doesn't need to be just absolutely stacked to the nines with stuff. It just needs to have enough. Alright, we'll probably just get rid of all that for right now. Oh, more dip terrace. Okay, get all the lily pads. And then some water buckets. And here, we'll go fill the exhibit up real quick. Get it full of water, so that way we can see what our Diplocalis would actually be living in. I'm actually pretty happy with this so far. Oh yeah, we need to put the glass down first. I forgot. Glass needs to be right here. Right. And then... Just make sure we waterlog everything. Okay. Yeah, like that. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so then it would be obviously like this. But that should give you a pretty solid view inside. I would, of course, prefer to use glass panes, because glass panes are, of course, a lot prettier. They're much prettier blocks overall. But with what we have, this works fine. Ooh. That is kind of speaking to me. We do something like this. We need something under the glass to kind of make it a bit more interesting. I'm just not sure yet, but that is certainly an idea right there. What we're going to do, though, is get our 2 buckets of Diplocalis real quick. And I do have a couple of other eggs, but I think the smartest thing to do, real quick. And we have to be careful with these guys, because they cannot go on land at all. They are not able to go on land. So, if I remember correctly, what I ended up having to do was literally cover the entirety of the top of the water with lily pads, because then they couldn't accidentally die. And yeah, they're not what I would consider to be like survival-minded creatures currently. Maybe they fixed that bug where they kept trying to get on land and then suffocating. It was a rather traumatic bug, but, you know, not the worst one. I mean, you know, I know I was saying earlier about the Meganura hitboxes being a little weird. Is it still in the exhibit? Oh my goodness, is it gone? No, it's still there. Okay. Meganura's a little weird, and Diplocalis occasionally just tries to not stop existing. But, like, overall, the animals in this mod live so much longer than they used to. Because it used to be that they would die constantly, and you would just have to be like, okay. Okay. Not bad. And they're actually moving around, which they didn't do in the last exhibit I made them. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some testing to make sure they absolutely cannot go on land. You know, I've also just had a thought. on how to solve both my problem here and some of this. It might not be a terrible idea to make the floor in this room slabs. Just that way, it gives us a slightly higher elevation into the enclosures without it being, like, too high. Might do that. I might do that. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I'm excited when I say the same word like 8 times, because that means, you know, my brain's ticking and it's like, ooh, ideas. The ideas are flowing. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. I need to just chuck everything I am not going to use. So I guess the azalea leaves are probably, I don't need that. Yeah. Am I gonna bring the zoo back? I know, everyone wants the zoo series. I know. Maybe. We'll see. It just kind of depends. If I have ideas and I figure out how I want to do it, then I can bring it back. I have told people, I think, past few streams, if I was going to bring it back, it would not be like the other zoo series, so it wouldn't be a creative mode world where I just kind of do what I was doing before. It would be a, or I would run it like a survival series like Dinos. But I would probably just do it as like big, longer episodes, so only upload it like, you know, once every few months, or maybe not a few months, but maybe like once a month there's a big zoo video, and then I get like a whole bunch of stuff in that episode. Something like that. I don't know. I really just don't have a lot of ideas for how I do a zoo series right now. It's not like the highest priority thing for me at the moment. But I know it's popular and a lot of people would like to see it, so I will look into it, at the very least. Alright. Okay, so like this, and then we do like... Alright, we're gonna increase, I think, the height of this one. Just so I have a little bit more space to work with. I might not keep it this tall, but we're at least going to... Okay, so... Let me see. Ooh, okay, I think... Yeah, I think we just need a little bit of more height with this one. Okay, and then what we can do here is... Maybe we even just get rid of this. Just kind of do something like that, maybe. And then we can kind of just do a couple more, like, trees and whatnot around the, build, I guess. Kind of like this. And that does kind of give you kind of like a sense of verticality. Not necessarily the best sense of verticality I could ever do, but a sense at the very least. And we can also just kind of throw in like a couple of these around, I guess, just to give kind of that idea that there are like more tree stumps and whatnot. I think, at least. Maybe that's working. Okay, it's getting dark, so we need to go back. What am I adding? Nothing new yet. We're just currently finishing up on the, re-adding our original inhabitants for this area. So we've got the Diplocalus over here, chilling. Oh, bone meal, that's what I need. Because bone meal will get me, the water grass. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh! Save and quit. Okay, that is not what I meant to do. Well, now we gotta sit here and wait because I need that replay file to save. Oh, I hope that doesn't cause any problems. I had to hit pause. I am realizing that's gonna be a bit of a nightmare. Replay to save. So I'm just gonna quickly go grab something while I wait. Alright. Got some water. Okay. It's done. Done saving. Come on. I gotta wait for it to say done, because then I know it's actually saved completely. And I'm not about to lose an hour's worth of footage of me working. Because, like I've tried to do in the previous stream. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. I want to use these live streams as a way to get episode stuff done. So yes, there is also, I should just mention, this is technically, you guys are watching me record next episode for Dinos, which is kind of cool, I guess, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Maybe you guys are like, oh, that's awesome. And then some of you are like, oh, that's, yeah. What did I need? Bone meal, bone meal, bone meal, bone meal. That's what we were looking for. Bone meal. Oh, of course it starts raining again. Maybe we'll do a Dilophosaurus next time. Or I guess depending on how long I want to stream today. No, actually I'm just realizing there's no way I finish the aquarium and we get a Dilophosaurus done. There's very little chance I do both. But we'll at least give it a shot, maybe. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Actually, I should grab some this while I'm here. Yeah. Maybe some tough as well. Or some of the other exhibits. Is there anything in here that I need or could use? Vines, flowers, azaleas, mushrooms. I guess we do have moss. I'm going to leave one moss block in there, because even if I use 4, then I can still make them. Which is something I've been realizing, or been trying to do a lot more of nowadays with my games, of just like, if it's a renewable resource, never put all of them in the same chest, so that way, even if I accidentally use my last one, I can get more without having to tear apart part of a build to get some stuff. Even though I literally just did that in this video, or this live stream. Oh, my brain is confused. It's like, wait, what are we doing? Is this a normal video? I don't remember. I don't know how to do any of this. What am I doing? It's just like, my brain is like, it's playing dial-up noises. Oh, we need to get back up there, don't we? Yeah, okay. Dort. Let's get some Dort down. So we can get back up here. Oh wait, let me fix something there real quick. Oh, alright, well this has probably been the most productive stream I've done so far. It's very good. That's now too much. So what we'll do is break one, and then put this back down. Do that. Okay. So just a little bit of breakage, that way we can not have to worry about as much. Honestly, I'm realizing as well, I can probably... Well, we'll see. Actually, you know what? We'll worry about that later. We're just going to come back over this area. So, now that we've done that, I should actually make sure I have a way out of this exhibit. Right now, at least. So, just do like... Whoops. Like that? Okay. That gives us a way out, and I don't have to worry about the Crassigeronus getting out because they don't walk. At least I don't remember them being able to walk on land. Who knows? Maybe that's maybe that's been added since I last messed around with them. That would actually be kind of terrifying if they could. Not because they're dangerous, but just like, oh, you know, if they can do that, I need to think more about exhibits. Like trilobites. The trilobites, I don't know. And that's kind of where I'm getting some of the issue with trying to design this enclosure for them. I don't know how much they walk. Like, how mobile they are. Like, are they, if given the chance, will they climb up and out of a tank? Because if they do that, that's much more of a problem. If they don't do that, then I'm fine. All right, but anyway, let's go fill up this enclosure real quick. I threw the glass back into the thing. That's right. Okay, so we'll grab that. Hope I have enough. And yeah, we'll go from here. So, well, I really only need it to be... Okay, yeah, I don't have enough for all of it. But 2 deep at least is how deep the water was going to be anyway, so. All right, and then this. Oh, that connects to glass. Okay. We're not going to do that then. I don't want it connecting to glass because that's not going to look very nice. Come on. Whoops, no, not that block. Oh, I swear, filling exhibits like this is always a bit of a chore. But it will look cool. It will look cool in the end, so it's worth it. But yeah, Crassigyrinus, since they're a lot bigger, this exhibit's probably just as crowded as the Diplocalis one is. But I don't know. We'll put that there. We'll grab some leaves and some terrace. And we'll just kind of like... No, not like that. But we'll kind of like just drop some leaves around. Well, I guess I can't put those there right now. I don't know why I did that. I just wasted resources. Like a buffoon. Alright. And then throw some... Oh, that was dumb. Oh, I've done it again. Why did I do that? No, Caden, why did you do that? You fool! Alright. Well, we will place our lily pads down, and then I guess we can quickly put that down. That actually might not be bad. Let me go down, I guess, and see what we're working with there. Oh, we kind of filled in everything. I guess we just kind of got to walk around the outside now to get back in. Right. Okay, no double tall right on the glass, and then some double tall further back, I guess. Yeah, that would probably work a lot better. It's not terrible though. Not terrible. Not terrible in the slightest. Diplocalis. They're cool little guys. I need to remove more seagrass though from that. That one's got a bit too much. Oh, I keep trying to like go outside through ways where I can't do that because previously I would have had ways to get out that way. So it's like, oh, we're gonna go do that, but that doesn't work. So you know. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about that because I sound kind of incoherent as normal. Okay, we'll do like that. Oh, and then we need to waterlog that. Okay, and then do this, do that. Double tall that one. Double tall that one. Double tall that one. Okay. And we can quickly check how that looks by going back over here, hopping back down. Okay. We need something there. Yeah, no, there has to be, like, plants there, because that doesn't look right. Actually, we'll sleep real quick, so it's no longer thunderstorms. Because thunderstorms are not the nicest. Well, actually, I like thunderstorms IRL, actually, a lot. They're, like, one of my favorite things. But not right now when I'm trying to do stuff here. Okay, wait, we can get back onto the roof this way. I keep forgetting. Keep forgetting. What I should really do, actually, if I was really smart, is make like a seagrass farm and then just take a pair of shears to it and get a whole bunch that way. So instead of trying to bone meal it, I just place it. Like, that would be way smarter. I wish you could also do that with lily pads. I only recently remembered you can't, and I was like, oh, I should get more lily pads, but I have to go back to the swamp to get that. And it's not like lily pads are like rare or anything. Like, it's not a difficult thing to do, but it is kind of like, oh, be nice if that wasn't the way I had to do it. Okay, so we'll pause, not save and quit real quick, and go get some glass, since that is what we're missing. Yeah, for an hour and a half, we've made a lot of good progress. I'm very happy with this. That's painful. All right, anyway. Let me see. I also need to get more drip leaf. I don't know how you get drip leaf, though. Was I able to bone meal it? Was I able to bone meal it? Asked? I don't remember. Wait, what did I just come in here for? Glass. That's right, and I was smelting a bunch. There we go. Oh! Don't have normal glass in here. Wait. Let me see. Oh, okay. Ah, it fully breaks it, though, when you do this. It's fine. Because I would actually like to bring some of this into the Xaeros exhibit. I think that would be kind of cool. So let's quickly just run over here and get things put together. You're too late to join? No, we're still in the middle of things. We've probably got another little while before we end the stream, as we're gonna try and finish the exhibits over here. Well, at least we are absolutely 100% for sure finishing the exhibits for the two animals we already had. That is 100% the case. And then we could even do one like right there. We get rid of that one. Like a smaller one right there. Like that, maybe? Okay. So, and then I'm gonna quickly come over here. Do that. Okay. And before anyone asks, I'll quickly re-explain it. But the reason I am not, or I covered the entire thing with lily pads, is I am unsure if they've currently fixed the issue where Diplocalus could, or instantly drowns or instantly suffocates upon getting out of water, and then them actively trying to get out of water. Because I was having a lot of issues with that before, and it was very, very, very sad to see them constantly... Oh, hello, Ceratosaurs. To see them constantly explode. Granted, not on this world. Or maybe I did lose one on this world. I don't remember. It was my test world where I learned that that was happening, and it was very sad to see the cute little guys just, like, kapoof. And it was, yeah, it was very, 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 very unfortunate to witness. Okay, we'll place our two Xaeros in first, and then after we've got them in, we'll take a look at how the exhibit's looking, if I need to remove stuff, or if I need to add more, and then we can figure out how many Xaeros we can have. Because I have some extra eggs, so I absolutely can add a couple more in if I want, but I don't know if the tank feels big enough. We might actually be able to add a third one in, And as for the Diplocalis, can you waterlog buttons? I don't know if anyone in chat knows. Can you waterlog a button? I have a distinct feeling you probably can't, but I'm gonna try real quick and see. Oh wait, no, it's redstone. There's no way it would be. Yeah, no, okay. Best to test, but oh, that would have been nice if I could do that. I know. Oh, hey Gob, how are you doing? Yeah, no, I just remembered. Oh, yeah, wait, no, it's redstone. There is absolutely no way Minecraft is about to let me do that. But, oh, it would be so nice if I could, because I just want, like, a little stone or something in there. Need something there. There needs to be something in that corner. It can't just be open. Yeah, no. That corner needs something. Mossy cobblestone stair. No, actually, no. Well, what we'll actually, I think, just do is like that even, and then we can that, and then get that back there. Okay, we'll see how that looks and go from there. I'm doing well. How are you doing? All right. Okay, we need to thin it out again. Again, I should just get a pair of shears and just harvest a bunch of the seagrass, so that way I can just place it instead of bone mealing it all the time. Okay. I honestly think even just removing one is probably enough. Yeah, no, that did it. That did it. Okay, that's better. But we can definitely put a couple, one or two more in there, probably. Right. Doing some stuff on the SMP. Oh yeah, I actually need to hop on there at some point. Oh, yeah. All right. But anyway, I'm very happy with how this is coming together. So we definitely need to move these in now. Actually, I should just do that now. So let's get the pillars. Pillar stone. I don't need this pickaxe. We should use this one because it's got higher durability. And wait. Oh, and that actually means I can just get rid of a little bit of terracotta. That's nice. Actually, maybe for the interior wall, we just kind of... I don't know. It kind of works with the planters. Because I should move it out like this, because the 5 or the 7 wide's a little big for this whole area. We'll just mess around with one side of it real quick, and we'll go from there. Because, well, you know, maybe I do just. It feels really, really open, like too open, but at the same time, you know, that's probably fine. In fact, wait, how did I lose a block? What? Oh, did it just fall somewhere and I didn't pick it up? I think that one. Oh, yeah, no. I was gonna say, that shouldn't happen. We could even just put like a little like barrier thing, I guess, in the very middle of it. That would also work just fine. Yeah, it's probably easier just to leave it like that. Yeah, we have to finally do that crossover we talked about for so long. Yeah, that's gotta happen. All right, you know, okay, I'm gonna test my other idea I wanted to test here. And it will also, I guess, kind of give this area a little bit more of a unique identity compared to the rest of the bug house so far. And that is, let's throw slabs down. So I'm just going to start it at this point. We'll figure out how to integrate it more thoroughly. Because what I'm thinking is, right, it'll do like this. And it does actually create a cool little texture there, which I like. And I mean, it does mean you can see more into this, but that's kind of fine. But the real reason I like this idea is it means I can much more easily make this touch pool for the things, the trilobites, because I can kind of work a bit more magic to keep them hopefully from jumping out. But as well, like looking here, it gives you such a nicer view of things like the diplocalices of it. And even over here, I think the Crassigeridus, because it also then frames this better. If it's not a full block down here, it's not a full block up here. I don't know. I think the slabs is the best idea here for kind of making this all work together really well. Let's see. Oh, it's nighttime now. Moving. You're very derpy. I like them though. They're derpy but cool. Thank you. What's planned for the back of the tetrapod alcove? So it's not, well, that's also why I'm not calling it the tetrapod alcove or alcove. I don't know how you say it. I should know because been speaking this language for a very long time, and you would think I would know how to say it, but I don't know. I know one of the animals that's going back here. The other two are kind of up in the air right now. But, whoops. Okay, it made the placing sound. I do not see another slab, so I'm going to assume it's okay. Also, I'm realizing, wait. Oh, that's actually wonderful. Right, since we're using slabs here, obviously, that makes it mob-proof, which means we can actually cut a lot of the synthetic lighting in here. Like, we can just get rid of torches because nothing can spawn in here, which can give it kind of a darker, more, I don't know, foresty, swampy kind of ambiance, and I love that. I love that idea so much. So much. I might have to do that. Slap, slap. Thank you, thank you. Ground cave, mountains. No. Okay, makes sense. Huge bias of lime and terracotta. Yes. Oh, but I mean, oh, I need to get more because I need to do the top half of this. I love my little, like, doing the little, like, fake walls, or fake painted walls, I guess. I don't know what they're called in zoos, but that kind of idea. It just looks so cool. Miltank would be a shark. Well, Aquarium, I guess, is technically a shark. It's like a ray shark, ray type shark, I guess. But we could, I guess, have done that here. But I think Megalograptus is gonna go here. And then I'm thinking like Nautilus or something in one of these corner tanks. And then I don't know what the last one will be. I was thinking I might just put axolotls in there temporarily until we get some sort of new creature added to the mod that will fill that role better. But that's the basic idea, at least for right now. And actually, I guess if we're doing slabs like this, I'll need to do something to integrate that, again, a little bit more smoothly. But what we could even do then is, like, to use the beloved block, do something like this. And then actually just kind of like that, kind of. That could work. Okay. So the next thing to work on is Shubel. Where is Shubel? Shubel. There we go. Shovel. Coelacanth. See, the thing is, Coelacanth, I was already kind of planning to throw in anyway into the larger aquarium. Which is also, again, why I kind of wasn't planning to do Aquarium, is I wanted to throw those into the big aquarium we're going to do with all the marine reptiles. So, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, you can kind of see into that pretty easily. That does make me think, though. Okay, we're going to stop the recording. And I'm going to save and quit real quick. And then we'll wait for the replay to save. Because I need to mess around with the trilobites in a creative world real quick. So we can kind of just see how they, so I can figure out exactly how they're going to work. Because I would like them to work correctly. Frogs to mimic a Beelzebub foe. Yeah, that's an idea. I haven't thought about that. Oh wait, I have, yeah, this one. Do I have frogs? I actually have no idea if there are frogs. There might be frogs in the version I have, or the version I'm playing on. I know there's probably frogs in the latest version of the mod, but I haven't updated to the latest version of Minecraft. Oh, this was the park I was working. Yeah, that was that exhibit. Oh yeah. I don't know if I ever uploaded the I don't think I ever did upload the Deinonychus video. But yeah, I was working on a Deinonychus enclosure, or that creative video thing. I just never, I guess, uploaded it. But yeah, wasn't a terrible one. Not my worst build yet. Wait, yeah. Rogue. Ah, no, okay. In this version, I don't have it yet. Okay, I need to find all the little guys. Oh, wait. Axolotl, cod, glow squid, tropical, Arthropleura, coelacanth, Dichronurus. Wait, I just actually need the spawn eggs, I'm realizing. Okay, well. Dichronurus. That's the real problem. I don't remember what they're all called. Oh, okay, that's one. Metallic, sturgeon. That's another one. Nautilus, Meganera, Megalograptus. I should... Actually, no, Megalograptus. Wait. Blancodamus. Is that the final one of the trilobites? Okay, I think that's them. So, I just want to spawn them in real quick. Are they eating the grass? Okay, they're not moving. Which means they might be unable to move. Oh, actually, I should get Diplocaulus as well, because I want to test something. Oh, yeah, no, they are unfortunately perishing. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. So we'll just get this and a slab. This has not got to look pretty at all. Okay, so we'll just get something a little bit smaller than what we're already working with. So if I had like this, and then like we already kind of have, we have this little like lip over the top. Are they going to... Okay, they will just eat grass. Okay, that's weird. Are they gonna try and get out? No, okay. So they'll just perfectly chill in there. Okay, that's good to know. And what about Diplocaulus? Are they concerned with escaping anymore? Like if I put one on land, is it gonna die? Or is he gonna go back to the water? Okay, he's just not gonna move. Okay, and if I push you into the water, you'll start moving. Okay. Trapdoors, maybe? Right, that might work. Okay, okay. So, dinos. Ooh. Okay, and then we'll pause that real quick. Okay, so this does work then. You're right, we could do trapdoors. This is certainly something we could do. But it is good at least to know that, the, little guys aren't going to try and get out. We can definitely throw in another, might actually just need to remove some of the land from the Diplocaulus enclosure and just kind of make it a little, further back, I guess, for them. Because they are actually moving this time, which they weren't last time. Okay. I guess, wait. Trapdoor. Dark oak, I guess? Well, the thing, trapdoors would make more sense because they're not as tall, but at the same time, the problem with trapdoors is just I don't have a trapdoor that looks correct. At least not right now. So I think what we're instead going to do, at least for the time being, is I'm going to throw all of this back in here. Take the mossy cobble. So I want that. Not the drip leaf. Okay, wait. And then we'll take this. We'll take some bone meal. Iron trapdoors. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing with it. I just don't know. I can try it. I can certainly try it. I guess, well, where's my dark oak one? We can make like 20 of those, and then I can test it out, and we can see how it looks. And I know I have the other type of trapdoor I made from dark oak wood. There. What was I looking for? Okay, I wanted that. I wanted that. This. Button. The cobblestone wall. I wanted... Sanded sandstone can help here. Oh yeah. We're just gonna quickly go around and do this. And then do this. So I have a whole bunch of it in my inventory and can place it wherever I need to. Should help. There we go. I mean, granted, I know it's seagrass and it's like, oh, it'll make the oceans cooler. And it does. It definitely does. But at the same time, it does really feel like its best use is for swampy enclosures or swampy things. Like, you want something to look very, like, freshwater, very densely freshwater, you do that. Okay. Anyway. Let's head back over here, grab some sand. And this is where I really wish I had coral of any kind, and I don't. I don't even think I've explored far enough to find, like, a coral area yet. Which, really, I should do. It's a warm sea, I think, right? Warm sea is where coral spawns. I don't think I have, I don't think I've found that yet. Let me check my map. That's a lake. Ocean, 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 ocean. Ocean. Cold ocean. Ocean. River. Frozen. Cold ocean. The cold ocean. Yeah, no, I don't have, like, a area to go get me some coral. Yeah, I know fan coral would be really good. We're just gonna have to use some seagrass for right now, because honestly, that's the best I have access to at the moment. But hopefully in the future, we can get something a little bit nicer. Also, this is not going to be a ton of space, so, well, I was about to say, oh, we can't put a lot of trilobites in here, but then I remember, like, we have literally found, like such deep beds of fossils that are just absolutely packed with trilobites. So, I probably have a little bit of leeway to throw a lot more in here than I would think. All right, let me grab my potatoes, because I don't know why I got those out of me. Fan potatoes, fan corals. I don't have sponges either. Again, I also haven't been to an ocean temple. So again, it's realizing I need a lot of things I just don't ever go out to get. Because, like, I don't know. I never get sponges because I hate going into ocean temples and trying to clear them. Like, you know, as I've mentioned before, I think I have beat the Ender Dragon once, and I have never fought the Wither. Like, I never get beacons. For the simple reason of it's just not the way I play this game. Which, you know, most people are usually like, huh, well, that's a bit weird. Alright, no, wait, like the other way. Okay, we'll just kind of do that, I guess, right now, and then... the thing is, I'd like to put like some sort of rock thing in here, but it is kind of difficult to do. No, this does not look right. The thing is, I think the real problem with trapdoors is I don't have like good wooden ones. Okay, are there like extra variants of the iron trapdoor, I guess? Metal trapdoor. That is crafted. Metal glass trapdoor. So expensive. I mean, that would work, I guess, but oh, it's expensive. Is there nothing? Okay. I'm going to use the slabs for right now, but I can definitely check that out later. See if that works. Okay, also, we could do like that, I guess, and then just put like some seagrass around like this. And honestly, that's probably. All right, and then we'll grab our slabs and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll just use the smooth stone slabs for right now. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. Can I put a button on top of this? No, because that would be cool. And we are not allowed to do cool things here. Okay. Again, I know it's a little tall, but we'll work around that until we figure out what works best. Okay. Well, good so far. These guys are looking cool. These guys are looking cool. So now we got these. And I think one advantage I'm going to have with this is that I'm just going to kind of carve their tanks into the wall. Like, I'm going to carve their tanks out. I'm not going to, like, what's the word? I'm basically just not going to build their enclosures. I'm just going to carve it into the wall, and hopefully it'll look fine. Hopefully it'll look a-okay. But I will, okay, we got that. Wallocerops, Dicronurus, and Loncodamus. Okay. So we'll spawn a couple of these guys in. So, Wallocerops, Scotoharpies. Oh, these are the big fan ones. They're very pretty. Dicronurus. Do like 2 Loncodamus. Okay, we have an extra 5 we can place in, and I've kind of just placed 2 of everything except for that guy. Our Wallocerops, but they should look really cool. All right, but yeah, if I have more space, or well, depending on how full it looks with all that, we will adapt. You know, I want to look something up real quick while I'm doing this, so I need to pause the time lapse because I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time, but Megalograptus would really need coral as well. It's another animal I should be using a coral reef for that I don't have. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay, I think what we actually need to do first is go get sand. So, I guess I'm also trying to think, like, where would I be most likely to get a coral thing from? Well, we've got regular ocean over here, but that's so far away. I mean, that's not close either. We just get a boat. I'll tell you what, we're gonna just go get a boat, and we're just gonna sail out and see if we can find some coral. Wouldn't be a cadence stream unless, you know, I was going out and starting a whole bunch of stuff that was not the original intent, but, you know. What's the new creature they added in the most recent update? Postosuchus. which we can go look at real quick because I believe it's fully grown and it's just chilling in this area. All right, let me see. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, bub? He is pretty cool looking. He keeps trying to get out by climbing the walls of the enclosure, and he doesn't get out. Because the Stachosaurus did it so many times, I have foolproofed that enclosure so well. Oh, they kept getting out. That was so annoying. Granted, that's a common problem with my current builds. Like, it never used to be a problem. Why do I keep getting rid of all my food? What am I doing? Didn't I had I had stuff to help with that. Help with what? No, not that. What am I? My goodness, why can't I think? Oh, because of my current way of building exhibits, I often accidentally create ways for animals to get out. That's what I was trying to say. I was then getting confused as to why I don't have food. Because I keep moving. Okay. Okay, so now we have to run back down there, get our food, and then we're gonna go get sand and maybe see if we can find some coral that we could throw in some exhibits. Yeah. No, I'm happy with the Postosuchus. I like that it's just like a medium-sized creature. It's not gigantic. I'm always okay with more medium-sized animals. Oh, I have way more potato. Just leave stuff everywhere. This is the problem. Am I gonna make more zoo episodes? Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? That is something that we shall leave up to fate. And probably, you know, whenever I feel like it to. TBH, they didn't get up because the Chaotic Craft Classic powering stone overhangs. Oh, yeah. Well, I also just used to build exhibits that were just fences as well. Like, that was another big difference, is I used to just fence everything in. Can I sail all the way over to the ocean? I can. Actually, we'll just take the river. That'll be faster than walking over land. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot there's a whole, like, area underneath there. I forgot I filled all that in. And here's the, museum. Or what was originally going to be a museum. I don't even know if I'll build this thing. We'll see. Who knows? What else was there that I was gonna say? I should build a villager trading area at some point. I know. That is absolutely something I should be working on. I have another thing, another project I might do at some point. Not exhibit related. But I'm gonna wait on that, even mentioning that for right now. Or at least detailing by any of that. Okay, so then we turn here. But yeah, we'll go out, we'll see if we can find like a nice area to just take out a whole ton of sand and go from there. Do I go this way? Okay. But yeah, no, yeah, I used to do all those giant stone overhangs, and I kind of stopped doing it because A, I did it too much, and it got derivative, and B, I think the current stuff I've been doing definitely looks a lot nicer, even though it is definitely a lot harder to foolproof. But who knows? Maybe, I mean, I think I've mentioned this before on a stream. Maybe the real key to success here is just going back to the olden days and just, like, playing through, like, a 1.5 version of the mod, you know? And just playing it like how I originally did. Or was it 1.4 that I originally played? I don't remember. I just remember I played it way, way, way back when it was, like, I've got nostalgia for that old version of the mod. And the old models, the textures, all that kind of stuff. But when I remove my nostalgia goggles, you know, I don't know if I have kelp. I'm just gonna collect some of this right now because I don't remember if I have any. I probably do, but I don't remember, so best to just grab it. Well, it's also because, like, in between the last time I made a video or really played on the Dinos world, I did start playing some just normal, like, vanilla Minecraft, and I kept collecting seaweed. So if I wanted to make an aquarium at some point, I had the resources for it. Okay, there's an island there. Okay, we might just swing past the island and go into new chunks, so head more this direction. Oh yeah, I added in mods since then that add in all these palm trees along the beach there. Okay, so that's not new chunks. Well, it's newer chunks, but not new. Oh, a Moai statue. Let's go take a look at that. Oh yeah, that's one of the few ways you could really get ancient stone, because academies. Oh, I don't even know if academies are in the mod anymore. I don't know if people even really know what those are nowadays. Oh, wait. I forgot I added a mod that added, like, beach stuff to it. I don't remember which mod adds the trees, but it's cool that they've got these, like, clams, or these shells. And they work underwater. Oh, yeah, okay, we're totally adding these in to aquarium things, because that is super duper cool. Yeah. These guys, I remember when these got added. I was very excited because it was a way to get ancient stone bricks, because for a long time you couldn't get them anymore because the academy didn't spawn anymore. And if you don't remember what the academies were, they were gigantic structures that used to spawn with fossils and archaeology. They were really cool. But yeah, they haven't been in the game for, I think, a very, 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 very long time. I could be wrong. Maybe they are still around somewhere, and I just don't know. But I don't think they are. I don't really know how many of the fossils and archaeology structures are still around, because the last time I remember seeing one that wasn't the Moai statues was one of the ruined temples. But I think I saw that last when I made my last world, and that was a long time ago. And I don't know if all that stuff is still in the game. Statues were really, not the statues, the old temples were really cool though. It was fun to dig stuff up. Or maybe that was a vanilla Minecraft jungle temple. I genuinely don't remember anymore. I don't think it was though. I think it was a fossils and archaeology structure. I did like a whole archaeological dig build around it. Really fun. Okay, this looks like it's gonna hit shoreline. So we're gonna hook left and just kind of see if we sail out this way if we find anything. Truly riveting content, me sailing into an infinite blue sea, trying to get coral. Hey, what is that? Is that just magma? Oh, it is. Oh, that's texture overlay. I was like, why does the magma look so weird? That's an overlay texture, which makes a lot of sense. I know it was easier to spot coral at night because sea pickles glow, and there's a lot of sea pickles in the coral biomes. Or is it warm ocean? Is that what it's called? I think. Oh, we got another underwater structure there. Oh, big old terrain. Nautilus down there. Super cool. Well, Nautilus swimming with the fishies. Yeah, we'll see what we can find. You know, honestly, I just remembered when someone asked about I think it was Troodon asked about the palm trees. I don't know which mod adds those, but I did just remember what was that mod called? Tropic Craft. It was Tropic Craft. Oh, that's an old mod. I have not thought about Tropic Craft in a long time. Oh, that's all forest, beach, river. Deep, cold ocean, cold ocean. Okay, I guess we kind of got to turn more this way then. See if we can get away from the cold ocean. Oh, but it looks like we're heading just straight back to land. river. Is there just not any warm seas this way? I don't know how it would help, I guess, if I knew how the terrain generation worked to get like that stuff. Like, how do I know how to find the biomes? Is it genuinely just random chance? That's an ocean monument. That's an ice spikes biome. Okay, if there's ice spikes, I doubt there's gonna be a warm sea right next to that. Wait. Wait, can you still pick them up by hand? Oh, you can't. Okay. Oh, because buckets exist. That's why. Sure. Am I? Okay. So we've got that. Oh, that is a lot of enemies. But okay, I guess we'll just kind of keep sailing over this direction and see what we come across. See if there's anything worthwhile. I mean, I guess knowing where an ocean temple or ocean monument is kind of helpful. You know, that gives us somewhere to go for resources in the future, like sponges. Sponge. Eponge. But it doesn't really help me with my quest for corals. The Coral Quest. An epic to span the ages. Huh. Yeah, I'm definitely getting the feeling this is an expedition to do a different day. When when I'm not live streaming. Yeah, this is an expedition just to be like, all right, I'm just gonna get in a boat. I'm gonna, you know, put pressure on my W key and like put a magnet, put like a weight on my W key, and just sail out in one direction till I hit something. I'm gonna just grab some sand here. Oh, there's a village over here. That's cool. Let me see, where are we? No, we're pretty far out. I am also very tempted to just teleport home, if I'm honest, because we are so far away. I guess there's a village at least. We can sleep. Yeah, we could sleep real quick. Just to make it day. Oh yeah, no, it's light. Zomibes. And I really need to repair all my stuff. It is so close to broken. Hello, Mr. Golem. Alright. Well, I guess one advantage we've got here is there is a lot of sand. So I am just gonna get all the sand I need. And then we'll worry about everything else later. We should kill this creeper first. Go away! Go away! Oh, he didn't get knocked back. What the hell? That's concerning. Alright, but yeah, we'll just quickly mine through a bunch of the sand. And take it home. Go away. Are you not burning? There we go. Alright. So, gather up sand. Head back home, and I guess just keep working a little bit more. We finish up the Megalograptus area, and that'll be that for today. It does feel like that should probably have like more light, I guess. I don't know, because like shallow seas and whatnot. But who knows? Who knows? Not I. I don't think I've built a Megalograptus enclosure since they got added. I genuinely don't. I don't think I've done that. So I don't really remember what I used to do for things. I guess, yeah, no, I think for a lot of aquatic stuff, I need to just go back and look at older videos of what I've done, because I genuinely cannot for the life of me remember what I've built in the past. Because it's... I don't know. Again, well, I mean, I know people have made fun of the fact before, reasonably so, that I never build the aquarium or the aviary because they're like the two most frustrating things to build. But I would like to build a little bit more of each this time around. So I need to just figure out like, what have I done in the past? What visually worked, but what also practically worked? Like, do I need to do some massive project that takes hours and hours and hours to do? Because if I don't, then I'm not going to do the massive, massive, massive mega build. Mostly because, like, right, mega builds, very cool. Mega builds do not work on my schedule for the most part. I just don't have the time in my day to devote to that. At least not if I want to make, like, more than one video a year. Which I guess some would probably jokingly say is already better than I already do, so, you know. Being said, I think I saw recently, or I checked recently, I've made like 700, I've almost made like 800 videos. Which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Coconuts. That's cool. Megalania, Meganura like twice, Megaloceros, but never Megalodon or Megalograptus. No, I have done Megalograptus before. I've just only done it once. Because I think I did them in the Aquaviary. I'm actually certain I did them in the Aquaviary, but, I mean, maybe I'm misremembering. But, yeah, no, it'll be fun. Oh, do I feel like building the thing right now? Or do I feel like... Because I could build the Megalograptus exhibit today. And that would actually be a good thing, probably, because that means I've gotten more progress done, and we're closer to being done overall for this whole little section of the rebuild we're doing. Was the Aquaviary before that update? No, because Megalograptus was added like around the same time Henotis was. I thought, at least. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I don't know, I've been playing this mod for too long. Done too many parks, I don't remember anything anymore. But... Alright, ugh. Oh, we're only to an island. Why did I decide to do this? See, this is why I don't go do ocean exploration. It's so boring. Like, I will say, I appreciate that that Mojang has continued, again, they've continued developing the game. And it's awesome. But, and that they've tried to add more to the oceans. Because obviously, oceans have never been Minecraft's strong suit. But I don't know, it almost feels sometimes like they need to just up the frequency that biomes spawn in for the ocean. Because, man, the coral reefs are, like, impossible to find. I swear, I never see them. I found, like, one once. And it was really cool. Like, I like the reefs. They're awesome. They're really fun to find. Oh, yeah, maybe... Right before Tiktaalik, which was 1.12. Oh. Yeah. Maybe I never got them in. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I just didn't even think of that. How far? Still so long to go. Alright. We'll go do a little bit of work on the exhibit, and then... I think I'll call it a day after that. I mean, we've already been going for over 2 hours, so... I mean, if we reach 3, that's not terrible. Especially because I think the last 2 streams were only like an hour and a half, and I'm trying to go for 2 hours. It's just more usually a challenge of, do I have the motivation to keep going after 2 hours? Or even the creativity left to keep going after 2 hours of streaming. Because, I don't know, usually when I'm just, like, sitting here by myself recording parts for an episode, I tend to only usually just play for, like, I don't know, maybe an hour at most. I do, like, an hour's worth of work, and then I go do something else to kind of just give my brain a break. Which, honestly... Oh, is that a crab? It's a coconut crab. Oh, that's really cute. Let's go say hi to the crab. Hello. Hey there, little guy. You want a coconut? No, it does not appear he does. Wait, let me see. Crab. Meat, spawn egg, claw. Okay. So it must be ecologies. That, I think, is the mod that gave me the palm trees. I think it's also the one that gave me ducks. I think that is correct. I don't know. But yeah, usually I only build for like an hour or so, and then I'll like go do something else. I don't know. It's I think I am trying to, well, beforehand at least, before, you know, I keep disappearing. But at least with this world, I really was trying to move much more towards, you know, I don't upload like all the time, but then when a Dinos episode does come out, we've made a lot more progress. Which, actually, these episodes have had a lot more happen in them than previous seasons, as in, like, you know, we haven't had a, like, 10-part episode saga of just working on the same project, which I am happy with. I mean, I'm fine with big projects taking longer, like, you know, I mean, the Bug House took, like, 2 episodes, I think, to finish, but, you know, that was just kind of how it just took that much time. It took a long time to get that build done, because I just do I think the first episode was just like, was the first episode just the exterior, and then the second episode was like adding in all the animals? I don't remember. Or maybe the first episode was like most of both, and then I got like Tiktaalik and Arthroplura the second episode. I don't remember exactly anymore. I granted, because I guess that was also, what, back in, like, February? Or, March, and it's now mid-November, which is kind of insane to me that it's mid-November. This year went by quick. Well, the last few months have gone by super-duper quick. First part of the year felt very long, but, you know, I guess that's just kind of how the year goes, usually. Alright, we're back over by the ceratopsids, so we'll quickly run back over and get back to work. Finish things up a little bit more. And yeah. Here we are. There's the Pachyrhinosaur exhibit. Ow. Let's see. Alright. YOLO. Okay, so Megalograptus, that was the plan. That was the planaroo. To go work on that. I wanna... yeah, no, honestly, I think at least for today, we're not gonna worry about the 2 corner tanks, at least yet, because honestly, I just really don't know when I want to throw in them right now, and it will be a lot more simple when I do. Who knows, maybe the mod will update in between when I start this project and when it all gets uploaded. Maybe they will have added in something for me to use. Some new animal for me to throw in. And if they don't, then I will find some very awesome things to throw in there. Let's sleep real quick. Alright, so, all that. Just quickly check. These guys are looking super duper cute. Oh, wait. We can chuck a seashell in there. That's cool. Alright, alright, we'll resume now, and we'll come over here. And let's see. Sand. That's what we needed to start with. Do I have blue blocks? I really don't think I do. Okay, let's go hop over and grab some, is it cobble, puff, and some stone, and some cobble walls, and we'll quickly just like that. Oh, we don't have tough stuff yet. That's right. And there we go. Okay. So we'll quickly just kind of make a little rocky stream. We're waiting for the next stream. It'll be the next stream. May have foreknowledge that I do not even possess of what is happening in the next stream, because honestly, I have no idea what's happening in my next stream. It'll be whatever I have feverishly decided I want to do next. All right, stuff. That was a weird light. I think someone's car, like, the front of someone's car just got reflected by the sun, and it shone through my living room, like, French door thing, and then reflected off part of my kitchen, and it spooked me a little bit, because it was just suddenly, oh, brightness. What was that? What was that? I briefly, for a second there, became like an NPC in a stealth video game. Like, huh, what was that? This exhibit would absolutely benefit, though, from access to coral. All right, let's get some tough. And stone back. And I'm almost certain that, right, like, this very stony enclosure, very cave-like, would not be very accurate to how Megalograptus actually lived, but I don't really have the ability to add in a giant skylight into this exhibit, at least not easily, or as easily, I think, as others, because it's directly underneath a giant hill that contains our, what do you call it? Ceratosaurs. That's what it is. So this is kind of the best I can do. But we will put like a seashell or two in here, because, you know, why not? And then... oh yeah, we need to go grab the framing blocks. Where are they? There they are. And the glass, which is right there. And then, oh yeah, sandstone. I forgot sandstone exists. That actually, because I was like, oh, I can't do slabs in this to make the sand blend in better, but I do have a way to do that. Okay, so then I've got kelp. We got some seagrass, and we'll need 2 buckets. Throw all of that away for right now. And let's get to this. Okay, so slab, 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 slab. Okay, that's fine. And shovel. I gotta have paleontology on my shovel. That'll never not be funny to me. And I did green on the sides. I don't think I have enough green terracotta left. What exhibit am I doing? We're currently going to try and get the Megalograptus. All right. Okay, we don't have that, so we're gonna improvise and do a little bit of this, which I don't think I'm going to keep. I think I will almost certainly replace the green with blue for this exhibit. But it'll stay this way at least for right now. And honestly, I might not fill the exhibit all the way up, so we might just leave like that. Okay. Let me just kind of like leave a little entrance for me to get in and out real quick, and then we'll go grab some water and the Megalograptus, and we'll go chuck them in. And it should look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hopefully, at least. That's all we can hope for, is that the exhibit ends up looking at least somewhat cool. Oh yeah, it's fine if it floods into this area. Yeah, okay, we'll actually do it like that, so that way when it floods, it doesn't completely ruin everything. Alright, and then this. I might come back and work on this one as well. Maybe I'll make it like an above ground section for it as well. But for right now, at least, I kind of prefer it being more like this. All right, and then we'll just kind of quickly hop out this way. Okay. Yeah, that actually looks pretty sick. Okay, and then now that we have air again, I'm just gonna quickly hop back in. Ow. That's a weird noise. Oh, it's probably one of the Ceratosaurs or something. Like... Oh, gotta get air. Air, 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 air. Actually, yeah, we can replace the seagrass with this. Okay. All right. Again, coral would be really nice to have there, but since we don't have that right now, this will have to do. And how does this look? Not bad. Not bad. I could definitely improve it, I think, in the future. But for right now, that is, I'd say, perfectly fine. Right. Wait, give me a second. Okay, there we go. Keep fixing. I keep breaking things, because I am professional, you know. All right, let me quickly. Here, 3. Okay, and then stone. Okay. Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Oh, they look pretty sick. I am very happy with that. All right, we'll pause the recording there. Perfect. Okay, I mean, honestly, I'm quite happy with all the progress we made today. Yeah, because when we started this stream, this was all just dirt outlines, and now it's a whole area. I mean, granted, it looks abysmal from the top, right? Like if we hop outside real fast, like this still looks pretty bad, and we got to fix all of this up. But that's also kind of fine because we're probably gonna mess with this as well and fix this area up a bit, fix this area up. There's a whole lot of things we need to fix with the bug house, but like, I don't know. This just has so much, like, such cool vibes to it. It really does. I am absolutely in love with this area. I think as the young people say, I think I cooked. I think I cooked on this one. Oh, this is just sick. A little trilobite pool. We have these guys, the Crassigyrinus, and their little, like, mangrove area. This is going to look really cool once they're a bit older. We probably need some light in there as well. And then the little Diplocalus pond. I mean, I know I was going to do fish tanks here, or like some sort of animal tank here, what I might end up doing, I guess, until we have something to throw in here, might genuinely just be, wait, I can put a torch there. That's kind of cool. I might just put planters over there in the corners for the future, at least until I figure out completely what we're going to do, because that also might just be simpler to throw some plants in here, because then I also don't have to, like, immediately know exactly what we're doing. So, not that this is going to be permanent, but I think I'm going to just do that real quick, so I can at least call the interior done. So the interior of this whole place will be good to go. All right, so dirt. And pillar stone. Stone slabs, we'll need to get andesite. We'll need to sleep real fast as well. But yeah, I mean, I think this has also just been a good project because it's, at least for me, giving a good sense of where to go. Because I would like to, I think, overall at least, make this whole area look really, really pretty. Or not, what am I trying to say? I think I mean more along the lines of, I would like to fully decorate this area. I would like to make sure the bug house is just done. That every area is detailed out, that it's really nice to look at, and that we can fully enjoy it being here. So for that, we need to actually just finish building it. Or, well, I guess just... Yeah, I guess that's really the simplest way to put it. We just need to finish it out. We need to get the whole thing good to go. And I guess that is kind of funny. This whole rebuild process was more just, oh, I don't like this walkway I have by the Dimetrodon and the Daphosaur, so I think we're going to spend a little bit of time rebuilding that for like a stream or two. And now that it's turned into, hey, what if I just rebuilt everything? That's also very me, I feel like. It really is. What enclosure am I doing next? I don't know. No more today, probably. I think... Oh, whoops. I think I am pretty tired and would probably just take a break after this. Go, I don't know. Maybe just work on some hobby stuff. That's probably my plan for I'm done. Let's quickly just finish all this up. So I will put another mutant plant in because that looked really cool. And then Azalea leaf there. Alright, let me grab some torches real quick for these little areas real fast, and then I'm gonna call it there. So, you can maybe just... It's kind of hard to hide a torch in here. Just for right now, at least, we'll place torches there just to light it up. Alright, but I think with all that, I mean... You know, I might be congratulating myself a little bit too much here, but I think I've made... Oh, I mean, see, the real problem with this now, though, is it's so good that, like, quite obviously, I'm going to have to redo more. Granted, that was part of the plan already. I mean, I was going to do a lot more reworking around this build, but, I mean, yeah, this really just makes it really nice. It's got kind of a museum-esque feel to it. I don't know. I'm really, really happy with this. I don't know how I couldn't be happy with it. But anyway, I think that's where we're going to end this off today. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you've all enjoyed the live stream. It's been great having you guys along while I worked on this build. And yeah, until next time, guys. I don't know when the next stream will be. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll just kind of see how my schedule works out. But until then, y'all, I will see ya.